A man needs help because he needs to arrest someone in Lego City. I'm given a squad car. Hello, I'm reviewing another Lego set from Lego City, Lego World City, and this time it's set 7030 Squad Car. As a disclaimer, what's World City? World City was a Lego film that was from 2003-2004, which was a predecessor to Lego City, as it was a bit different. It was more American inspired, with more of realistic kind of colors. Like it's less bright colors like we have nowadays, and more dual with the more usage of like darker colors like dark blue and black. Which when you come to think of it, this probably was a beginning from dark blue, since it was the first since around 2004 dark blue was introduced, and this came out in 2003. I don't know, just my guess on this one. The set only consists of one minifigure, that is this police officer. He doesn't have much of a unique parts. The only thing really interesting is a differently colored walkie-talkie that usually comes in black, but here it comes in this dark gray, since it was 2003, so they still use the older shade of gray. The torso itself is also, in my opinion, really nice looking, because it's more, you can say, realistic. Like it uses dark blue instead of black or light blue. I don't know what kind of color it is. Like a very bright azure, that's for sure. Like a baby blue. This one on the other hand is more of a dark color, so like a dark gray for the belt, with bits of gold like a badge and parts of on the shirt. And the entire shirt being in dark blue. The cap gives a bit more of a, as well as more of a realistic look instead of this more iconic police hat we had before and had later on with Lego City since 2005. What's interesting also are two things. One, the torso is actually just an inverted color version of the workers from Lego Batman 2006 Arkham Asylum set. Like when you look at close range on the difference is that this one is still having dark blue shirt and gray belt. That one uses a gray shirt and dark blue belt. This is for we care to mention. And the second one is this face, because even though it's discontinued, it's mostly well known as it's used for employee polybag that's given to the people who are working in Lego shops. Like you've probably seen them sometimes if you like went to the one of those shops and see like a minifigure with this kind of smile one on the counter. Yeah, that's exactly this kind of face. I don't know why using this one exactly. It's definitely very 2000s, but it's kind of a wonky looking face. I wasn't a big fan of it, and this cap kind of also ruins it because you can hardly see the eyebrows. But sometimes it does give this set a little bit of a charm. It also has a kind of a bit of a detail here on this bell with a bit of like a half-tone shading on it. In my opinion, it looks pretty cool. Of course, also there's no detail on the back. The entire set consists of only this pretty weird looking squad car, and also of course a minifigure with the walkie-talkie. The entire set is just this. There's really not much of it except it uses stickers with a bit of a problem with them. You see, because they are like because those are white stickers, so they're not exactly very strong. Like they're one of those stickers that decay over time. Like they can become very damaged. They're like a bit of white pieces peeling off. Like see here I was trying to like fix it so it's bit doesn't stick out, but unfortunately ends up with me having a bit of a damage on it. As well as here, all those stickers are pretty damaged because again, white stickers were never a very strong material. They were like the weakest. But I mean, yeah, what can you do? The also another interesting parts is they use the way they made these lights. Like they are very because those are single piece. But this one uses trans yellow and this one uses trans red. Both these are retired. I think last was seen in 2008 for one of those create a world kind of sets. I don't know. I've never really seen them. The pieces on my opinion are actually pretty good. They still make sure to make the lights more diagonal and kind of stick out a bit better. Kind of actually like it more than what I have nowadays with them just using Chima stats for the lights. It can always kind of just feels very, I don't know, kind of lazy to just use these kind of lights. I even prefer they use transparent stats because at least there's a bit of detail instead of just being plain and flat. I don't know. Lego City nowadays most will not just being a baby line, which kind of sucks because I actually like World City. Like that's what I'm gonna say. There's a bit of also interesting detail like this kind of have like a grail. You know, the only thing I'm not a fan of other than the stickers, it's kind of two things. One, I'm not a fan of these. Like, I would prefer to just remove them, because then it makes it more smoother. I mean, yeah, then they have this gap here showing like you put a minifigure on this walkie-talkie, and then you can see the character. I said they should have just used some different tile or anything. I don't know. These kind of just always just stick out and just doesn't look that good to me. Probably just me, but. Also, what I don't like also these lights. I kind of prefer if they're not supposed to be like a squad car, like one of those vehicles that don't have any rooftop. I kind of prefer to just try to build it in a way so that the lights are more on the top rather than on the back. I don't know, it feels kind of cheap in my opinion. It still has a nice shape, but also I'm not a fan of these wheels because you can see a lot of the random pieces that in blue inside, and it just really feels very, I don't know, it makes it very blocky looking, and not a fan of it. But other than that, I'd say it's pretty fun of a set. Mini, it's simple, but you have some interesting stuff going on with it. I'm gonna quickly go over the instructions. They're very short since there is not much to build. The background is not interesting as it's one of them looks more kind of modern, rather early to intense Star Wars instructions with all but just white and nothing else. Except here you can see a bit of a city in the background. But like I said, there's not much, there's not even any alternate builds or anything like that. They only appear on the box, which I don't have the box, so I'm gonna have difficulty with building alternate builds. Then there's also advertisement here from the 2003 wave, showing that there were only police sets here on the top, as well as for the train fans, train related sets. There's also a couple more, but usually Lego for some reason doesn't put a few of those in the advertisement for some reason. I never understood why they were doing it, but when I was younger I always kind of thought it was like a rare, like all hard to find sets, like how back then was Jurassic World before they became one of the main Lego themes, you know, the dino themes. Again, Lego was different back then. Like here also shows that it was 2003. So, what do I think of this set? Like I said before, it's a neat of a set with a bit of a good parts to it, like those lights and as well as the minifigure. Other than the stickers being very bit of a problem, I'd say you should definitely get it since you can probably use some of those pieces to like make something neat with it. I personally definitely would like to try and modify it so that it doesn't have these annoying blocky parts. Like these are probably the most annoying to me, and as well as trying to like get rid of this annoying missing top, because it's just stick out as like the character. You can look above. You can see above this whole windscreen, which kind of annoying to me. But yeah, that's all. Have a nice day. Merry Christmas.